Hey y'all, welcome back to my kitchen here at Plate Liquors. Tonight we are doing a super quick weeknight meal. So I am making Salisbury steak with mashed potatoes and green peas. So to get started, I have a pound of hamburger. And then to that, we're going to just put in some ingredients here. We're going to put in 1 egg. Alright, I got 1 egg. We're going to put in about a ½ cup of chopped onions. The rest of this will be for the sauce. Put that over here for the sauce. We will put in about a tablespoon of fresh parsley chopped up. We got about 1/4 cup of breadcrumbs. About a teaspoon of thyme, a teaspoon of rosemary, about a ½ teaspoon of salt and pepper. We're going to put in a couple cloves of garlic, minced garlic. If y'all have it in a jar, add that. If you don't, just put in some dry. Probably about, I don't know, 1/4 teaspoon maybe. A teaspoon, depends on how much you like garlic. I prefer fresh garlic all the time. Come on, you garlic. Now, we're putting in, I gotta get this garlic off of me, y'all. Can't touch nothing. I got it all over my hand. I won't wash my garlic press this time though. I'll wait because this is fast. It won't take me long before I get over there. Alright, we're going to put in, about a tablespoon, maybe a tablespoon and a half of Worcestershire sauce. Worcestershire sauce. A couple of dashes of hot sauce, your favorite kind. That's all, just a couple of dashes of that. And then we're going to put in a couple, this is very lean beef. So we're going to put in about a tablespoon and a half of some olive oil. Get ready for this. We're putting in about 1/8 cup of buttermilk. That's right, Cheryl Stanley. Buttermilk, girl, I'm going to get you using it. Trust me. Once you start, you just won't be able to stop. Now, guess what I'm going to get now that I should have had out, but I didn't. I'm getting my gloves because I don't want to be playing in that meat with my hands. I mean, look, I don't have a phobia or anything of it, but I don't want to have to stop and, I have it on my hands and I can't hit the remote. And for video purposes, it's just easier to use the gloves, y'all. And I don't really like getting that stuff all over me. At certain times, I'll use my hands. If I was over there by my sink and I was making this by my sink and I could just turn my water on, fine. I wouldn't mind, but I'm not. I'm over here at my table, my sink's over there. It's just easier to use the gloves, okay? We're going to just incorporate all this together. People ask me, what's the difference in Salisbury steak and hamburger steak? All the ingredients I put in. Typically, hamburger steak is your hamburger with some salt and pepper on it, and you cook it up and maybe you put some gravy over it. That's a hamburger steak. Salisbury steak usually has these seasonings in it and breadcrumbs, egg, and onion. It's more like kind of like a meatloaf, without the tomato-y part of it. That's the way I see it anyway. All right. So I am just going to make 2 big burgers, y'all. 2 giant half-pounders. Probably more than a ½ pound. Maybe I better make 3 out of this. This is a lot. I don't think even me and my husband could eat that much. So, alright. It's all mixed up, see? And I'm going to just kind of cut this in thirds with my fingers here. And I'm going to patty those up. want to put those, I'm going to lay them right here. Because this right here, I'm going to just brown these up in the pan, okay? And once I brown these up in the pan, then I'm going to stick them in the oven to finish cooking while I make the sauce in the pan. Alright. So my husband will have a little bit of leftover over here. Alright, I've already got my pan on, and I had already cooked some bacon, because the bacon is going in the sauce. So I'm using the same pan that I had for that. And I'm going to just, I think I'll just spin this camera around this time instead of moving it. And y'all will see the best you can see. Okay? Alright. So we're going to just put these in here and let them brown up. Hear the sizzle? Let us sizzle, baby. Sizzling. Alright, so in the oven, I got the oven on 425. It's probably only going to take it about 15 minutes to finish cooking. Just enough time for me to heat the green peas in the microwave, because that's what we're having, green peas. And I'm fixing instant mashed potatoes for my husband because he likes them. And it's a quick weeknight meal. If he did not like them, then I would fix him real potatoes. But it's not that he tolerates them or it's okay. He really likes instant potatoes, y'all. And I made me some spicy sweet potatoes last night. So I'll be having spicy sweet potatoes. And he will be having his delicious instant potatoes. I actually get them from Lidl, and Lidl brand instant potatoes are actually pretty decent for instant potatoes. They're still instant, but they're actually pretty good instant. So, alright. These are going to, again, just brown up on each side. And as soon as they finish browning, then I'm going to come back and show y'all what we do next. Alright, the hamburgers are browned. So we're going to get these out. And I've already got my oven warmed up on 425. Alright, little steak. Behave, little steak. You little Salisbury steak, behave yourself. Alright, let me see if I can wiggle these around, be a little more even. Alright, there we go. There they are, y'all. They're going in the oven for about 15 minutes. Alright, let me set my timer for 15 minutes. Let me turn on my... Alright, I'm going to turn my burner down. Now, I want these little goodies in here, but I don't want them to burn, so I'm taking that off a little bit. I've got me a little bit of bacon grease here where I had just cooked up the bacon. I'm going to put a little bit of that in there to brown up all the goodness for the sauce. Okay, I know y'all don't have a close-up here, but you know what? For this, y'all don't really need a close-up. I'm not doing anything in this pan that requires you seeing. We're going to take some onions and put them in here. The other half of the onion I didn't put inside the steak. And then we are going to put in about, I don't know, 5 ounces of mushrooms. You know, the little 8-ounce pack you get. About half of it, 4 ounces, 5 ounces, whatever. Alright, so we're going to just saute these up until they kind of get translucent. And once that's done, I'll be back and show you what we put next in our delicious sauce. Alright, so the onions and mushrooms have kind of cooked up enough. I'm putting in right at 1/4 cup of red wine. And I'm going to cook that down just a little bit. The best one to use would be a Madeira or a port wine, but I don't have it, so I'm using red wine because it's what I got, y'all. I'm not a sommelier, so I don't know the difference. But I thought I would tell you what would be best. Well, sometimes you just got to improvise, folks. Okay, just improvise. So I'm going to go ahead now, while that's cooking down, and I'm going to add my bacon. It's about, I don't know, 2 or 3 slices crumbled up. However much you have or want. Turn the burner back up here a little bit and get this rolling. I'm going to turn my back burner on for my husband's potatoes because this is a slow burner back here, y'all. Alright, so that wine's about cooked now. We're going to add in a cup of beef stock. And we're going to add in about a teaspoon of fresh chopped up thyme leaves. And we're going to cook this all up together. I'll fire my burner back up here a little bit. Going to get her hot. Ooh, if y'all could smell this, onions, mushrooms, the thyme, that wine, that smells so good. Do y'all fix Salisbury steak? Do y'all like it? How do you fix it? Y'all tell me in the comments what y'all do with Salisbury steak. Or kind of gravy. Do y'all just open some brown gravy or mix up a pack of brown gravy and pour over it? Trust me, this will be better. You can do that. Look, if y'all need to go fast, just fix you some brown gravy, pour over it. But this right here, we'll just fix it up, y'all. You know, if you got a few minutes, y'all can see this didn't take long, right? This did not take long. And sometimes if y'all have some real bacon bits in the bag, I mean, I'm not trying to promote it. However, if you have some real bacon bits, and you got your thing of bacon grease in the refrigerator, or I have a little bit here where I just did tonight, just put some bacon grease in your pan, and then put your bacon in there, and let the bacon bits from the bag cook in the real bacon grease, and it makes them kind of freshen up almost like real bacon. That's just kind of a little tip. Cook the bacon bits in the real bacon grease. And it's going to be almost like the real thing. I love the little quick tips I give you. All right, now this is boiling up pretty good. I've got about 1/4 of a cup of water and 2 teaspoons or so of cornstarch. And that's going to thicken this stuff right on up. It's actually really thickening this up. I might have to grab some more beef stock. I could just put water, but I'm going to grab a little bit of beef stock, y'all. Put my Worcestershire sauce up on my way to the beef stock. Kill 2 birds with 1 stone, you know what I'm saying? We're going to just add a splash to get it to the consistency you want. And again, I could have just added water, but I'm going to keep the flavor going. No need to work this hard and water it down, you know what I mean? It wouldn't have been that much difference, but I had it. See how I'm just adding a little bit at a time and stirring it? That's because I want it to get to the right consistency, and I can see that this way. And to me, that looks perfect. Perfecto, y'all. We got about 5 more minutes on our hamburgers. This is done, so I'm going to turn this burner off. And this cast iron is going to keep this sauce hot. So I'm not going to have to really worry. I mean, it is 5 minutes, but Come on. Roll with it, y'all. Let me see something. You know what? Let Laurie Bush see what she got down here. I got a lid from another frying pan. We're going to just stick this little lid right here. Look at that. Now it's going to stay hot. I will be back with y'all when my burgers are done. Okay. Timer went off. The steaks are done. There they are. Beautiful Salisbury steaks, y'all. I'm gonna plop these babies right in this sauce. Right on down in there. And get them all yummied up. I'm gonna take some of this and put over the top of these two before I add that third one, so I got room in here. Yes. Y'all, this smells so good. You just don't even know how good this smells. Y'all see I'm just flipping them. Don't break up your steaks now if you flip them like I just did. I'm just trying to get all that goodness all over them. But I want the other browner side that was up on that pan on the top when I plate them up. Just cause I'm that way. Alright. And there's this little baby, he'll be a leftover. The little baby one will be the leftover. So I'm not worried about flipping him or anything like that. Alright. Now, y'all know I always line my plates. And that way, I can just throw this away. And it looks like this one had a little bitty hole in it, but it's not all caked on and baked on. Okay? But it's just an easier way to clean up. And I know everybody can say, oh, aluminum foil is expensive, don't waste it. Do you? I like aluminum foil. Okay? I'm not a big shopper. I don't wear a bunch of jewelry. We don't go vacationing. So, you know, do what is right for your family. Now, I'm going to show y'all another little secret, okay? So, I fixed the instant potatoes, and they are a little bit stiff. So, to make them taste a little more real, we're going to put a little bit of buttermilk in here. Buttermilk to thin them out. You can use regular milk, but I'm telling you, this buttermilk in these potatoes, y'all, it's going to make it taste a little bit more like real potatoes. Another quick tip for you, keep you some buttermilk. You don't have to buy a half gallon, okay? You can buy a little buttermilk, a quart or something like that. Y'all, if y'all using buttermilk, y'all need to start using buttermilk. It's a game changer, y'all. Game changer. Alright. That's about a good consistency right there. Plus, I'm going to probably put some of that gravy on here for him. Because my husband likes a little gravy. Let's check my spicy sweet potatoes and see if they heated up good enough. Oh, yeah. Maybe not. We're going to go for another 30 seconds. Alright. We're going to plate up my husband's delicious Salisbury steak with this mushroom and bacon and onion gravy, y'all. Honey, hush. Let's get that little bit off of there. Give it a little wipe down. Now, no, y'all can't even see me over there, can you? That's alright. You don't need to see this part. It's just some green peas, y'all, cooked up in the microwave. Y'all don't need to see them over there. My husband loves green peas and mashed potatoes because he mixes them together. So, I'm not sure. Maybe he doesn't want any gravy this time. I'm going to just give it to him like this. And if he wants some gravy, look at there. at that quick weeknight meal, y'all. How good does that look? It looks good to me. I hope it looks good to y'all. Because did you see how quick it was? It was super fast, y'all. You can make good things in a short amount of time. I worked today. I went to the dentist today. I went and got my hair done. Got my hair did. Y'all heard people say that? I got my hair did. I tell you what though, I asked my beautician, I said, you know, I've had my hair colored for a long time. I'm wondering how gray I really am. She looked in the back. She said, oh, probably about 95%. I said, well, I don't want to see it. Okay, I'm not going to see it. So here's mine with my little sweet potatoes. I'm going to give it a little taste for you. And then we'll get over to the table and see if my husband thinks it's a plate liquor. I guess I'll just take a little picture of his. All right, y'all. I'm going to tell you what. This is hot. This is a tons of burner right here. That's good. That wine gives it that little bit of, I don't know, deeper, richer flavor of the thyme, the bacon, those spices in there. It's delicious. We're going to sit down at the table and get started, I think. All right, we have sat down. We are going to be trying out our Salisbury steak. Y'all know I already took a bite. That's good. Grace.
Father, thank you for this food we're about to receive. Bless this food, nourish our bodies. Bless the hands that prepared it. Thank you for providing it. Help the less fortunate find food and shelter. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. All right. It's all you, honey. It looks rich, doesn't it? Dark and rich. That sauce is so pretty.
Special sauce.
Special sauce, yes. It's a special sauce. I got a wink. All right, we got a wink. We'll see you in a little bit. All right, we're done. I'm stuffed. Let's get the verdict. Was it a plate liquor?
No, it's fantastic. You see my plate. Empty. Yours too. Comfort food with a kick. It was great.
It was very, very good.
Definitely a plate liquor.
And he has another one to lick tomorrow because I have leftovers.
Brunch.
Y'all know how quick that was to make. Make you some Salisbury steak, y'all. Have a good comfort food on a weeknight because it's so fast. See you next time. And good.